A Flightless Orio and what? I had some technical problems in the beginning, so that's why we don't have the beginning. But it was just Orio in front of, you know, a furnace looking sad. So hopefully, Orio, things go your way. Oh, the Poltergeist is and the Sinistra is with Orio. You would think that those would actually be with Murdoch. Yeah, that's dangerous. Like, those could have like sharp edges. That's scrap metal. I guess not scrap metal, right? That's probably the metal they use to shape into a Pokeball. It's kind of like, you know, you took on this job. Oh. Like, fuck you, bitch. They're just here to do quality control. Oh. It's them. Wait, are you guys the quality controllers? What are they called? Oh yeah, was it? Oh, was it before we even became a Florigato? So like, okay, I don't care about you. Now about Roy and Liko and Dot. Quite a funky background music. I really like this background music. Is this maybe Orio's theme? Yeah, like Murdoch told us. They're like, can we get normal tea? Like, shut up. You know what? You should just kick ult out. I wanted this. I wanted you guys to spend some time together, and then you could tell her. She's like, wait, what? Is she gonna say no and then you're not? She's gonna get convinced in the end with the help of her friend. Because her friend can like, you know what? She sees freed in him. And yeah, it's like Freed is dead. You know, you ask. I understand. Oh god. Shut the fuck up. Pikachu, Thunderbolt. Or just Thunder. And I don't know, does Cap even know any like ranged moves. Oh yeah, that's coming from you. Okay. I'm gonna assume ult is kind of like, you know what, I'm gonna swallow it anyways. Alright, that's good. Maybe that means ult will be out this episode. Ah. She didn't disassemble it. Or dismantle. Well, maybe certain things are. And I mean, it still is a good place to live, right? Kind of like maybe it doesn't have, you know, the engine and all that working, but I mean, it's still a good living space. Alright. And there are the two I thought were with her. But no, it seems like most of the Pokemon are with her, which makes sense. Now when I know, like, you know, the airship isn't actually. Wait, didn't they show that in the preview? Yeah, wait, I did know that. I completely forgot. Mm. Now please, give me a job. Alright, so she still produces normal monster balls as well. You can see it there in the background. I mean, that's probably how she makes her money, right? She's probably a contractor to the Pokeball company that exists, whatever. Is it Silphco? Did Silphco create the monster balls? Maybe she's like a contractor to them. I mean, I don't know how it is in the show, obviously. Because they have Wanderlust. Nani? That she still wants to. Yeah. Have to pry that out of her somehow. I mean, obviously, her and Freed were really good friends. I don't ship them, and I also don't think it goes further than that. I just think they're really good friends. Um, but I mean, for all they know, he's dead, right? Yeah, thanks for not sticking around. So this is perfect for you, you know? The empathy girl. Okay, that was a little bit of a Pokemon. Dun, 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 dun. Pokemon Center little right there. Would expect that for... maybe that is what they always use for the eye catches, and I just haven't remembered. I need work to forget what happened. Or to God, my brain is very scrambled. And then they're showing that Pokeball. Is that Pokeball actually gonna be important? Because right now it feels like the GS ball, where it has played no purpose. That's an order. Is she gonna go back to... Oh, okay, so maybe what I said is right. She still lives on this ship. You know, she was... Well, maybe I would be like, was she technically the first part of the crew? But the old man was there, but he wasn't called the Brave Asagi, was it? I don't remember. Thanks for staying with me. Now, here you go. A little bit of thunder shock. We need to pump your gears up. Because you don't actually want to forget. You have good memories of this. Why would you want to forget that? Like, you did. She's like, yes. But, so why did you do that? If you have no plans? No, I plan on making it in a museum piece. Or maybe she's a follower of the machine spirit. He's dead. Yeah. So that basically there we got a bit of like confirmation that Shiblis is dead. Obviously he isn't, but obviously for us. But for her, it makes sense what she would think so. And I think pretty much all of them probably have that suspicion. Like, what do you know? And like, oh, the same path? Like, I don't want you guys to go on the same path and die. But they're like, well, it's our choice. Well, it's my choice to create the airship then. Oof. I don't know, to me, what they're saying right there doesn't really like... It's very like a convincing thing, you know? Maybe that is a bit more convincing. It's just like, you know what? Let's go find him. Let's go. You know, Fried wouldn't want a Curium to still be around. Because if we just give up right now, then Fried would have died for nothing. Like, wait, what the fuck is that bitch doing over there? Explosion? Oh god. Jeez. They're like, come on, do it. We know that's what you actually want. And we will be here with you. Oh, they created the strong spheres. Ah. And obviously they don't know what these are for. Obviously, they're empty. Like, wait, what? I probably wouldn't use can. I would just say it does make them hurt. Yeah, we only asked you to create the exterior. The what? Well then, gonna have to pay fees. Oh, I remember. Okay, yeah, I remember. So yeah, these are explorers. So are they new admins or the grunts? We'll see. Judging by how they look, I'm leaning towards grunts. So are they gonna show the effects of the strong spheres? Oh god, wait. We have orders to, capture them. Like, you criminals. Alright. And you see right there, that is why the Taurus, like the Paldean Taurus, should just have these two forms. It shouldn't have been just a pure fighting form. That one is, you don't need it. Should have just been the fighting water, fighting fire. You guys have the advantage. You have one more Pokemon. And you have super... Okay, so they are gonna use Strong Spheres. Which is... it also is a little bit stupid in a sense, because, well, now they're showing, the person. Well, I guess you could argue, well, that person has already decided it's not gonna change their mind on not producing this. Oh! Okay, we're not even getting the battle in this episode. Okay, that episode went pretty fast. So I'm a bit like, why did they show that then in the preview? Because what they showed in the preview of last week, I remember now, was that scene right there at the very end. I think that's a little bit like, that has been like previewed, hyped up now, 2 weeks. A battle that's probably gonna last a minute maybe. God. Oh. Pressing the mute button failed because it didn't mute. Mega, Charizard X, okay, I don't care. Let's skip. Like, whatever they say, I don't care. Alright, let's see. Ah, and it shoots fire from its nose. Oh, it would be very cool if Oreo actually saved the day, maybe. With her Metagross. Okay, that could be cool. The episode was good. I mean, I like... This is gonna be like a two-parter, you know? I didn't expect that. I expected all of these episodes would just be a one-part. But I do like that this is a two-parter. Not only because obviously it's the last one, Oreo is probably the most important one as well, you know, with the mechanic, having the ship, all that stuff. And obviously it's on top of like that more closer friendship connection with Freed, it seems. And, well, the fact that she truly believes he's dead. I guess you can kind of like doing a bad... I don't like a bad job of coping with that. No, that's not the words I'm trying to say, like come out of my mouth. Like her coping method of just overworking to try and keep her mind on something else so she doesn't have to think about that. But obviously there's something in her subconscious to where, well, she actually wants to go out on these adventures. She wants to fly on the ship because, I mean, she's still maintaining it. And it does seem that she's kept it up to be able to fly, right? Because if it was just what I thought, maybe, that she had dismantled, you know, the flying capabilities, but she's still keeping up the maintenance and everything else because, well, she's living there. And also, you know, it would be a shame for this to just rot away and rust. The only thing you need to do is just remove the engine and its flying capabilities. And it can become like a museum piece or just, you know, like, are these called mobile homes? I think so. So, yeah. And are those some like Rotom cookies maybe? But yeah, I mean, I really liked this episode actually. It felt super short. I was like, man, that was short. I did not expect it to end. So, some comments. I'm gonna start from episode 97. First comment by A Kyoke 3840. Her English name is Iono. And thanks. Because I think I asked kind of like, oh, what's her name? Because I forgot. Like the Paldean and Galar, and to be fair, probably Kalos. Jesus Christ, everything after Gen 6, I'm having a hard time remembering kind of like the names of the gym leaders and like the important characters. There are a few, like when it comes to like gym leaders and Elite Four members and stuff like that. Yeah, sure, maybe Alola didn't have that, but wait, maybe I do remember. Alola had Mallow. I remember her, and that's it. Okay, oh shit. And Olivia. So basically, like the two I want to have intercourse with, I guess, are the two I remember. Is her name Olivia? The rock type Kahuna. Let's see. Olivia Pokemon. Yes. That's her name. Okay. Next comment by Chemical Master 3267. Found it. Apparently Mud Spray is Mud Slap. I personally find that Mud Slap is a bit weird because it looks more like muddy water. Yeah. I mean, it would make sense that it would be like Mud Slap, or maybe, well, yeah. Did it do, what is that called, that move? It's kind of like water sport. but it lowers the damage of electric type moves. And it's a very fun, a very weird move, because most Pokemon that learn that move are ground types, so they're already immune to it. Let's see, is it called Mud Sport? Let's see. Mud Sport Pokemon. Because it could be that. Well, obviously you just looked it up and it was Mud Slap, and I actually believe that. So I agree, it looks pretty weird. It's not how I would have imagined Mud Slap to be. To me, Mud Slap is a little bit kind of like a sand attack. But just more mud, right? Let's see. Like, it has more clay in it. Hunter HQ 295. Force Palm or Stun Spore could paralyze it unless it had Limber. You could also have Static. 418 or 518 in the video. Because I talked about. Does that work in newer gens? Because I do know in older gens that could be true, but in newer gens, can you even paralyze Pokemon, electric type Pokemon? Let's see. Are electric type Pokemon it's one of the first things that come up. The paralyzed condition, blah blah blah, is a non-volatile. I'm not just asking about, let's see. Electric type Pokemon are immune to paralysis. To all forms of paralysis, including those caused by moves like Stun Spore, Thunder Wave, and others. Yeah, so it didn't used to be the case, but now, I think since Gen 7 it says actually. No, Gen 6. So since Gen 6, electric type Pokemon has been completely immune to any paralysis effects, including Stun Spores, Force Palm, and all that. It didn't used to be the case, but it is now. Which I think is fair, you know. Fire type Pokemon are immune to all, you know. Burn, ice types are immune to all types of freeze, so I think it's fine. Let's see, Duplin. And then here are 2 comments by Duplin that I'll put into one. If they go the route of giving all the Protex Mega Evolutions, I could see Dot getting Mega Absol. She's already got the same hair asset. And also, well, let's answer that. You know what? I actually think that's a very, cool. I would love to see Dot get an Absol, because not only the hair, the little bit of the edginess, I think it would fit her actually very, very well. And now I could say what I think. I think Liko is actually going to get. At first, before I read that, at first I was kind of like, I think before we knew that Roy was gonna have like Mega Lucario, before I saw that, I thought that all our protagonists were gonna get a Mega Evolution, but they're gonna get a new Mega, you know? So it's not gonna be a Mega we've seen before. But now, with Roy having Mega Lucario, I do think that maybe, let's say Dot get Mega Absol, because I actually really like that. Then I think Liko will get a new one, and the one she will get is Mega Chandelure. That's what I think. I mean, I love Chandelure. I can't wait to see how the Mega Chandelure actually looks. Because it's one that I think has been confirmed through leaks or something. That is coming out from Pokemon ZA. And there was a what's called Pokemon thing where they do some like live action things, and they like a morning and TV show, you know. And in that they had all of the starters and a Litwick. And the Litwick was very off. And if I remember correctly, the person who was holding it, the same person who held Sprigatito and or Hatena. You know, they were kind of holding the Pokemon that the character, like the person who held for Coco or whatever, were holding just for Coco. I think it was just for Coco, actually. I didn't think they held Watrel or Lucario. But specifically, the person who had Liko's Pokemon also had a Litwick. Or was it a Chandelure? I don't remember, but me, it could just be, you know, Chandelure is actually a very popular Pokemon. Especially in Japan. I mean, I love Chandelure. I think it does the inanimate, but to be fair, I quite like a lot of the non-animal Pokemon. Like Magneton, like one of my favorite Gen 1s. I don't really enjoy Magnezone that much, but I love Magneton. And I do like that Magnezone exists, because then it means, you know, Eviolite on Magneton is actually pretty good, pretty viable. that's why I like Magnezone, because it enables Eviolite. Duplin then also said, at 1707, after seeing it called Stunfisk in the English subs, the barrage of Stunfisk say his own name in Japanese sounds like a South Park character, repeatedly screaming, "Fuck you." Yeah, I don't think have I ever watched. I mean, I've seen the South Park movie with Canada. I don't know if I've seen a single like South Park episode or anything. So yeah, but I do wonder like how that is gonna look in the English. You're just gonna hear Stunfisk, 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 maybe. And then on episode 98, a comment by Chemical Master 3267. I researched on your behalf and found that Age Hunt is basically Beautify. But apparently I saw that you figured it out by yourself already. Well, at least we both got the same results. Yeah. You know what? That's good. We have 2 data points that lead to the same. I will say Age Hunt is a very weird name for Beautify, and I'm surprised that I did not remember that, because I've seen the Hoenn show in Japanese as well, and I do not remember May saying Age Hunt at all. And it feels like that would be something that would stick out, right? Agihanto. Yeah, Agihanto. Yeah, I like it boggles my mind. I wonder why it's called that. And then A Kyoke told me that her name is Katie, and I asked what was the name of, you know, the bug type gym leader in Paldea. It's Katie. It fits her. And yeah, those are the comments. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.